Now, thank you, Jules, for the Heart Me VIP Jules. I appreciate it. Good morning, YouTube, and good morning, TikTok. You're watching live with LWL Lindsay with love. Today is Thursday already, you guys. Thursday, holy cow. It's Thursday, right? Yeah, Thursday the 13th, March 13th, 2025. If you are new to me, welcome, hello. I'm here to raise the frequency of the planet, and I do that by reminding you how powerful you are from an energetic perspective. It is natural to you. It already exists within you. You just need to know how to use your energy. And typically that means releasing some limiting beliefs and reprogramming the subconscious mind to success, to win, to manifest anything you desire in this lifetime. So welcome to the show. Good morning, VIP Deborah is in the house. Good morning, VIP Jewel. She says, good morning, my fabulous friends. Ooh, I love that. The positivity. Great to see you, Elle says. Yes, same to you, my friend. All right. VIP Deborah, I had a dream. You were in my dream last night and you were going around like tapping people in specific body parts and healing them. It was just like, and it was just like down the row. It was so cool. So I don't know. Take that if you will, VIP Deborah. Good morning and welcome. All right, let's go, you guys. For real today, we are going to try our best to get through this book, mostly because I'm kind of done. Like I'm kind of over it, and I really want to move on with other ideas. So we're gonna do our best. Good morning, Sarah on YouTube. Welcome to the show, my friend. All right, let's get going with my Kindle. I think my lighting is okay. The sun is a little bit in my eyes, but it's not too bothersome. Yes, VIP Deborah says chills. Yeah, it was a really interesting dream. I was like, VIP Deborah, what are you doing here in my dream? I was like energy healing people in my dream, and then you came along and you were just like, boop, boop, boop. And I was like, oh, well, okay then. Thank you. Thanks for your help. I'll take it. You guys, in the sky right now, there's a lot of energy. Well, I'm trying to get my Kindle to come to life. So while I work on that, there is a lot of energy in the sky. And it's like wild energy. So if you've been feeling, oh yeah, we gotta breathe, you're right. 1 second, deep breath in through the nose, belly nice and full. Letting it go. If you are feeling some type of way, there is energy in the sky that is having you feel that type of way. Now, remember, the healing Midas touch, Sarah says to VIP Deborah. Yeah, exactly. Remember, you guys, that your astrology, the stars don't rule your life, okay? The stars do not rule your life, but they will affect, the planetary shifts will affect us, right? Energetically speaking. So let that be what it is. When you know what to expect to feel, you can start to prepare for those feelings, right? So we have Venus retrograde. Are you reevaluating what you value at this time? Are you reevaluating relationships that you're in at this time? Are you reevaluating your finances at this time? This is what Venus retrograde does for us. This energy is happening through mid-April, okay? So expect dynamics to shift in relationships. Expect things that you used to value, maybe you don't anymore. Maybe you used to really care about something and you're like, oh, that doesn't really bring me that much joy anymore. Okay, no problem, right? Venus retrograde. You don't have to make some crazy impulsive decisions. I would just sit with the energy. I would feel through it. I would journal it out. Mercury is going retrograde on Friday, Saturday, depending on where you live in the world, okay? Mercury retrograde, miscommunications, re-evaluating, redoing, anything Mercury retrograde, right? Not a good time to sign contracts, not a good time to make big decisions, not a good time to make big purchasing decisions. Give yourself extra time for travel. Okay, so that's coming up. And in between these energies, we've also got the Sun conjunct Saturn, reset, a huge life reset. You can make a change in a certain area of your life today, and you could have a whole new life by next year, this time, okay? And then on top of it, you guys, on top of it, the sky is not playing this week. On top of it, we have a lunar eclipse in Virgo on Friday, Thursday, Friday. So now we're releasing as well. We're releasing perfectionist tendencies, Virgo energy. We're healing in some area of our life, Virgo energy. We're practicing going with the flow, not being so rigid, right? Virgo has a tendency to be like, this is the plan. So practice the art of going with the flow. Woo-way it up with your friends, right? And so that's happening also in some area of your life. So right now is, whoa, right? But if you know these things, then you're like, okay, well, that makes sense why I'm feeling this way. And it makes sense that I might want to spend more time alone and not be talking so much, Mercury retrograde. It makes sense that my partner and I just had a miscommunication, not a fight, not an argument, just like we're not on the same page, we're speaking different languages. It makes sense, right? So Allow yourself to learn at least a little bit about your astrology, because if you don't know your personal energy, you're not going to know how to win at life. You're just not. Like, I hate to say that, but like, if you are not aware of who you are, how will you use your most powerful energy, your strongest energy to win? And not only that, but then you know your weakest energies, because we all have both strongest and weakest energies, and you can start to work with a plan, like, how can I make these weaker energies stronger? Or how can I stop screwing myself over, right? I always think of the Gemini energy, which Geminis like to say that they're the jack of all trades. And I think to myself, if you are declaring all the time, and if you're a Gemini listening, this has nothing, like, this is not a dig at you. This is what I think when I hear this. I think if you are declaring that you are a jack of all trades, in my mind, that is a declaration that you have weak manifesting power. That's what I think instantaneously, because you are not focusing your energy, and you've got to focus your energy to manifest. So these are things I think about often. You will learn this information if you join the Cosmic Collective and hang out with me more often. And I did post all of the weekly horoscopes for all the zodiac signs. Watch for your sun, moon, and rising, but your rising sign will be most accurate. If you don't know your rising sign, don't freak out. Just watch for your sun sign. It's no big deal, right? Don't freak out. Freak out. Don't do that. Just keep living, you guys. Just keep going. It's all good. All right. To learn your energy, Mel Al, I would, the things that are free, meditation, meditate every single day, that's free. And learn your astrology. Now you can do that if you want to like piecemeal it together on your own, but I do offer a report if you want to do that as well. Let me get caught up with the comments, and then we're going to start the show. And good morning, VIP Jamie. Good morning, VIP Mel Al. Good morning, VIP Jules. All my VIPs in the house today. Where's VIP Erin? Is she here? Brenda says, good morning. I'm late. That's okay. VIP Jules says, I have to post in the group. I woke up with an epiphany of an idea this morning. Please post it. Post it. You guys, the more that you post inside the Cosmic Collective, the more I get to learn your energy. The more you interact in that group, even if it's a DM to me, or if it's a message in the general tab or accountability, wherever you want to post it, the more you post, the more I can say, oh, aha, now I see where this person's trying to transform their life. Oh, aha, I see the word that keeps popping up that maybe we need to release or we might need to redefine. All of those things are very helpful. So yes, please post in the group. Shanakea? Can you help me with that? Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. All right. Mommy Gotcha says, the Stars Keeper is a tyrant that doesn't see heaven unless on earth. I know both of ours personally. Mine is nicer. Okay, I don't know what that means, but okay. Good morning, VIP Jamie. You guys, Manifesting Club members, remember we're manifesting tonight at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Steen, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Jamie, thank you for the team bracelet. VIP Deborah says, how the freak out song is going to be in my head all day. That's the only part I know. Freak out. I don't know. It must be in like commercials or something, right? Because I don't know any other parts. So sorry, VIP Deborah. I'm sorry. Josie says, I was trying to cash a check to go buy a car and they said the check wouldn't clear until next week. Interesting. No, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. I'm a jack of all trades, master of one, me. Okay, well, fine. Master of one, that's fine, Catherine. Coming at me with the energy. No, I appreciate that. But it is like, you don't have any Gemini in your chart like that, do you? Do you have a lot of Gemini? I can't remember. VIP Deborah says, and the more we all hear it and think about it, the more we can help with your manifestations. Exactly. Imperfect Flaws, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. Good morning. Mandy, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Oh my gosh, so many people chatting in the chat. You guys are chatty today. That's why you're here though, right? VIP Jewel says to VIP Catherine. Heather Hoselton, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow, Heather. All right, woo! You guys making me work on your Venus, Catherine. Oh, I see. Okay, we're reading. Oh my gosh, we're only in chapter 4. You guys, we're 50% done. The book is short. We're gonna go fast today. We're reading Awakened Imagination by Neville Goddard. He's teaching you how to use your imagination to create your reality. He's teaching you how to use your imagination to create your reality. Now, I'm a Gemini rising, Tony says. Tony, you got to get those energies focused. Yeah, it's okay. Not all Geminis are like that, but in general, there is like, Gemini are very curious energies, and so they want to learn a lot and they want to be doing a lot, and they're a little bit like busy bodies. They're all over the place sometimes, like bouncing around this and that. It's not bad, but it does become kind of a problem if you are trying to manifest something very specific and you're bouncing all over the place. Because remember, we're telling the universe what we want. And if we're like, one day we want this and the next day we want this, and they're kind of contradicting or a little bit confusing, the universe is like, what do you want? How can I send it to you, right? So there's that. Okay. So this is interesting. He talks about this idea of revision. This was very interesting. I actually have never really, I've heard this, but like it didn't really hit me, and I've been doing it every single day at before I go to bed at night, and it's been quite interesting. So he talks about revising yourself. He says the very first act of correction or cure is always to revise. One must start with oneself. It is one's attitude that must be changed. So in other words, if you want to change your reality, you've got to change your attitude. We know this at this point. Like, just drill it in your mind. If you do not see anything changing in your external reality and you have not been working on your internal world, then start working on yourself. If you've been working on yourself and nothing has changed yet in your external reality, keep going. Stay consistent. Consistency will win. Faith, trust, consistency, okay? Jules says, I have 0 Gemini, hyper-focused. What? Yeah, my Chiron is in Gemini, I think. Now that I'm like, where is, yeah, I think. Okay, no, Aries. I can't remember. I think Gemini. Okay, so he goes on to say, it is a most healthy and productive exercise to daily relive the day you wish you had, as the way you had wished. It is a most healthy and productive exercise to daily relive the day as you wish you had lived it, revising the scenes to make them conform to your ideals. For instance, suppose today's mail brought disappointing news. Revise the letter, mentally rewrite it, and make it conform to the news you wish you would have received. Then, in imagination, read the revised letter over and over again. This is the essence of revision, and revision results in repeal. Oh. Yeah, I think my Chiron is in Gemini, but I have not looked at my chart in so long. Oh boy, Amchion. Oh, I'm not going to say your name right. I really appreciate being led and aligned with this community. Well, thank you for being here. It is so nice to have new faces in the place. New faces in the house. VIP Catherine says, haha, my Venus made sense. I'm like a bouncy ball right now. Jules says to VIP Catherine, I kind of like that vision of you bouncing, though. LOL, you said it right. Oh, I did? Oh, geez, I don't even know how I said it. Amchion? Is that how I said it? Geez. Oh boy, you're like Tigger today in the best way. Oh, that's cute. You guys are cute. Okay. He goes on to say the one requisite is to arouse your attention in a way and to such intensity that you become wholly absorbed, wholly absorbed in the revised action. You will experience an expansion and refinement of the senses by this imaginative exercise and eventually achieve vision. But always remember that the ultimate purpose of this exercise is to create in you, in quotes, the spirit of Jesus, which is continual forgiveness of sin. So basically what he's saying is that if the day does not go according to plan, then take that day and before you go to bed at night, start revising it and hold that vision of revision, right? So say you are building out your TikTok following and you only got 10 new followers today and you wanted 100. Then before you go to bed at night, you go through the day. I start with my gratitude at the bottom of the day and I work to the top. And by the time I get to the day where I've found out that I've only gotten 10 TikTok followers instead of 100, I will just add on to 0, right? You just add on whatever it is or you revise it in some way. He says, and this is what I quoted, but I needed to read that intro to you guys for you to understand, but this is what I highlighted. It says, revision is of greatest importance when the motive is to change oneself, when there is a sincere desire to be something different, when the longing is to awaken the ideal, active spirit of forgiveness. Without imagination, man remains a being of sin. Let's use the words loosely, you guys, because remember he takes words from the Bible and he uses them energetically. So like, let's not get all trapped up in the idea that we're all like living in sin, okay? Like, let's not go there. He says, man either goes forward to imagination or remains imprisoned in his senses. That's what he says when he lives in sin. When you turn on your imagination, you start to create your reality. If you are living in a world where you cannot see past what you see, what you hear, what you smell, what you taste, what you touch, your 5 senses, and you cannot imagine yourself out of whatever stuck life you're in, you're trapped, right? You're stuck. It is what it is. That's energetics, right? He says to go forward, to imagine is to forgive. Forgiveness is the life of the imagination. The art of living is the art of forgiving. Forgiveness is, in fact, experiencing in imagination the revised version of the day, experiencing in imagination what you wish you had experienced in the flesh. Every time one really forgives, that is, every time one relives the event as it should have been lived, one is born again. I was like, whoa, well, dang, right? But I heard something a long time ago, and I like to remind people of this, which is that forgiveness, a lack of forgiveness blocks your abundance from flowing to you. And I always thought, like, that makes sense. Your heart chakra is a little bit stuck. You're not forgiving, so your heart chakra, where the manifesting magnet lives, is a little bit closed off, so you're not receiving as much as you could. But then when we take it here, he's saying forgiveness is the life of the imagination. So he's taking it a step further, which is saying, like, when you forgive, you have turned on your ability to manifest, truly. I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand. I like this, like, vibe. I'm just gonna have to sit a little bit this way though, because the sun is like, all right. Good morning, VIP Aaron. You guys, thank you for all the heart me's. Thank you for the triple tapping of the fingers. You can do this. VIP Catherine taught me this yesterday. So for all the people that are continuously liking, I appreciate you. How many confettis have you gotten for yourself at this point? Always and forever, Brooke, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Mel L says exactly how I was envisioning her to, or VIP Jewel says to VIP Mel L, good morning, VIP Aaron. Thank you for the heart me. The wonderful thing about Tiggers is Tigger's a wonderful thing. So cute, oh my gosh, it's like a blast from the past, you guys. Jamie, I made it. Wonky morning. Sorry, just joining. What are you reading? You don't have to say sorry, Jessie Jean. Thank you for the follow. I am reading Awakened Imagination by Neville Goddard. He is was a brilliant soul. That's so dope. Why do I keep saying dope? Oh my gosh, you guys. Really quickly, I want to close up the story from yesterday. I forgot to share with you what my decision has been. Yesterday, you guys know that I let my ego step in and freak me out, and I did a little bit of self-sabotaging, but I realized it very quickly, and I was like, no, not Lindsay. This isn't going to happen to me. I'm creating my reality. My ego is freaking me out, so we're not going to do that, right? Freak out. There we go again, VIP Deborah. Thank you for the star map. So, yesterday I did not buy that course. I'm grateful that I didn't, because yesterday, in my own experiments with my own platforms, what I realized is I would have bought the wrong course. If I had bought it yesterday morning, it would have been the wrong thing. I did not need that. I still need another course. It is still the same price. So it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. I probably could have just emailed the guy saying, like, can you switch me courses? But I'm grateful that I didn't buy it. And I'm very excited to buy it today and start. So I would expect that in the next, my expectation truly is that in the next, like, I don't know, month to 6 months, month to 3 months maybe. I don't want to put a limit, but I would expect rather quickly that I will have, once again, a new frequency with another income stream. That's how quickly you can change your life. And I started thinking this morning about TikTok and social media in general and how people are making a ton of money on these platforms. And I started thinking, you know, when I market myself on TikTok, I'm actually marketing my Cosmic Collective. I'm sharing with you guys that I write astrology reports. I'm sharing with you that there's a manifesting club. So there's all these different ways that you can purchase things from me, and I will guide you to transformation in some way, right? That's what I do. And I started thinking, and I was like, how amazing is it that I get to post myself on free on this platform, and then I receive money from new customers and new clients and people in the collective and my VIPs and all that. So I'm basically marketing for free, but they're paying me to market. Isn't that kind of cool? I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. So anyway, if you're already not doing it, you don't have to have a business to start posting on TikTok. You can just have yourself and you can just start making money, like literally. Start today, because it is one of the easiest ways and like the funnest ways I think that you'll realize to make money. And just like for funsies, it doesn't have to be so serious, right? All right, so many confettis. VIP Jules says, thank you, VIP Jules. Thank you for all who are still tapping. Oh yeah, I thought I missed the update. No, I didn't. What if something is not forgivable? It kind of is. Like, that's the hard part, is like, you can just extend, because when you hold forgiveness back, when you don't forgive, but yet you recognize we're all cut from the same source energy, which means we're all energetically connected. By you not forgiving, it's actually hurting you, it's actually hurting the other person, and it's actually hurting all of us. So we take our time with forgiveness, we work through it. It is a process, but ultimately at the end of the day, like, recognizing, if you live under the law of one, recognizing we're all the same source energy, any low vibe you put out is hurting all of us. Whether it's forgiveness, anger, pettiness, jealousy, insecurity, resentment, all of those kind of lower vibes that are kind of not beneficial to anybody, it ultimately hits all the frequencies. So in that case, then I would say, okay, I'm gonna work diligently. Doesn't mean I have to forget, and it doesn't mean the person gets to come back into my life, and it doesn't mean that the boundary is gone or whatever. It just means like I am extending this to free myself, basically, right? Because the longer that you hold off and not forgive, the longer that you're connected to that person energetically anyway. And if the person that caused so much anger or hurt or sadness or whatever, and Tony, I know your situation, but I'm trying to talk very generally, it keeps you bound to that person, right? So a lot to think about, a lot to work through, and we can talk about that in the Cosmic Collective if you want via DM, because that's a very personal thing. So, all right. All right. VIP Jamie says, forgive but don't forget. What caused the feeling so you can learn? Yep, everything is forgivable. VIP Deborah says, VIP Jewel says, obviously that's just my interpret. Oh yeah, everything is forgivable, but you just have to allow yourself. Yeah, it takes a second, right? Sometimes it takes a minute. But yeah, Tony, I know what you're talking about, and give yourself the time that you need. But in the back of your mind, remind yourself too, the longer that I hold on to this, the longer I'm connected to this situation and this circumstance. VIP Deborah, I realized that I had never sent you your Reiki certificates. I am so sorry. It hit me. I have the papers on my desk, and I promise you, I will mail them this weekend. I'm so sorry. I just remembered yesterday. I don't know, like, I don't know. I'm so sorry. That's not good. That's not good of me. Okay, you guys. One more second. We're going to keep going with Neville Goddard. So the update is for my own potential personal self-sabotage. I didn't actually self-sabotage, which is great. And today I will start something, a course that will help me change my life again. All right, because that's what I'm in the business of, changing my life, making it better all the time. Okay, Sarah says on YouTube, you guys, sin is also thought of as missing the mark, aim or target, and forgiveness, regaining focus. Oh, that's very interesting, Sarah. Thank you for that. Yeah, it gets kind of sticky when we start talking like sin, and then it goes kind of religious, and it's like, wait, like try to bring it back to energetics. VIP Deborah says, I thought about that the other day, and I thought, well, maybe I don't get paper ones. That's okay. No, you do. My bad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. All right, let's keep going. He goes on to say, freedom and forgiveness are indissolubly linked. Why can't I say that word? Forgiveness and freedom are linked. How about that? Not to forgive is to be at war with ourselves, for we are freed according to our capacity to forgive. So before I turned the page, I gave the answer, and that's a beautiful confirmation. For those that are working on forgiveness or are like, why I can't. The second that you forgive, you free yourself from the circumstance. The longer you stay angry and resentful, you stay attached to the circumstance. Now remember, we have to free ourselves from things. We have to open up space for newness to come in, right? To open up space for newness to come in. And there it is, so true. Read that again, please. I will. I've got you. It says, not to forgive is to be at war with ourselves, for we are freed according to our capacity to forgive. He goes on to say, forgiveness is a matter of deliberately withdrawing attention from the unrevised day and giving it full strength and joyously to the revised day. Forgiveness is a matter of deliberately withdrawing attention from the unrevised day, in other words, the way that you didn't want it to go, and giving full strength and joyously to the revised day. So what he's saying is, if every day you were to go through the day at night and start giving revisions to the day. Okay, yesterday was like a weird day. Yesterday, like on the days that I do a lot of like studying and learning, I feel like I didn't do anything. I know that I'm building my knowledge base to help my clients and my customers and the people that are interested in working with me inside the Cosmic Collective or other. I know that. But it feels like because I'm studying or whatever and I'm just doing a lot of mental stuff and I'm not actually tangibly seemingly doing anything, it feels kind of like a weird day, like a wash. And I'm just like, what did I do today? Like literally, what did I do today? And then I'm like, oh yeah, I learned all about YouTube Shorts. I learned all about how this and that. I learned how to research on this. I learned how to check this on TikTok. Like I learned a lot, right? So last night I would revise the day and say like, okay, well maybe I would have done a little bit more of this, or maybe I would have made this a little bit better, or maybe I wouldn't have spun my wheels so much on this. And you start to just revise. And he says, as you do that and you give strength to the revised day, then that's when it can come about. That's when your reality will start to shift. He says, if a man begins to revise even a little bit of the vexations and troubles of the day, then he begins to work practically on himself. Every revision is a victory over himself and therefore a victory over his enemy. He says, the battle man fights is fought out in his own imagination. That's a tough one. The battle man fights is fought out in his own imagination. The man who does not revise the day has lost the vision of that life, into the likeness of which is the true labor of the Spirit of Jesus to transform his life. In other words, your battles are being fought in your own mind, your own imagination, and if you don't revise the day, you're going to continuously be stuck in this kind of tug of war, right? The revision of the day yesterday would have been for me, which I didn't do it last night, you guys. I didn't do my subconscious programming or my revision. This time change has been really like the energy is energying. And I didn't do them last night. But had I done it last night, the revision would have been like in the morning while I was making coffee. I wouldn't have been battling myself and letting my ego kind of dictate and become a little bit fearful around being seen and like really reaching a goal that I really desire to have. I really desire this goal. So the revision would have been like, I had the idea in my mind, I was directed exactly to what I needed, I purchased it, and I started yesterday. Instead of, and I think that's where I was a little bit annoyed yesterday, which was instead of kind of going down this rabbit hole, checking out some free things, kind of getting a little bit distracted on other things that are more comfortable, versus just diving into what I need to actually learn and implement. Learn, implement, learn, implement, learn, implement. That is how you will grow your life very quickly. You don't need to know everything about a topic to create. You need to know one thing more than the average Joe, and then implement it. And then when you do that, people are going to start to be interested. And then you learn a little bit more in the background, and then you implement again. And then all of a sudden you're like way up here. That's right with my astrology, right? And I'm always in the background learning more astrology. Always, almost daily. So let me get caught up with the comments really quickly. VIP Jewel says, yes, 2 years ago yesterday, my family was suddenly left homeless at no fault of our own. The memory of my fundraiser popped up on my socials yesterday, and I was like, oh yeah, I overcame that, and then shrugged and let it go. Felt like a win not to go into the blame game anymore at those who put us there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, super powerful, right? And by the way, when major life changes like that happen really quickly, you become so powerful. After those moments, like however long it takes you to forgive, release, see it objectively rather than being in the feelings of it, just take yourself out and look at what happened. Like after those moments, maybe a year later, maybe 2 years later, and your whole life has completely changed for the better because of that catalyst moment. I love those feelings. At the time, it sucks. Let's be real, it sucks. But a year later, 2 years later, you're like, oh my gosh, if that never happened, like I would not be this powerful person I am today. I would not know the things I know today. I would not have, the empathy that I have today, or the understanding I have today, the patience I have today, whatever, right? All the good high vibe stuff. Brenda says, revised my day. Revised my day instead of judging myself for what could have been done better or done differently. Yeah, exactly. Mel L says to Jules, love that new perspective. VIP Deborah says, it's so very true. When I finally forgave my husband for trying to kill us, my whole life changed. Can I say that on TikTok? I don't know. My whole life changed, thank God. And look at me today. I can do whatever I want and have whatever I want. I'm doing it. Yes, you are, VIP Deborah. See, it's like, I know that's like, to say, like, to somebody who is not in the energetic space, to hear that, they might think that is like a wild thing to say. But energetically, it's true, right? It's true. VIP Jewel says, thank you all. I really don't think I knew how to release it until I met you all. Well, thank you for being here. VIP Mello says, Catherine helped me to process. VIP Catherine helped me to process last 4 weeks within 10 minutes. Powerful. Go on. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. You guys are so sweet to each other. All of the people that are talking and chatting in the chat, all my VIPs are also inside the Cosmic Collective. There's a reason that they have these new perspectives on life, and there's a reason that they are transforming their lives. Because we're all interacting with each other, and you're starting to pick up on the nuances, right? You're starting to see where somebody is saying the same story over. You're starting to see where somebody is saying certain words that would cause them to have a repeated cycle, a repeated tomorrow and the next day and the next day. It's very powerful. The group is very powerful. So if you want to change your life and you need help doing that, you may want to join the Cosmic Collective. Click the link in my profile up here. It's start at step number 2 on my website. And it's $49 a month to join. Inside, instantaneously, you get access to me every single day, the group every single day on Discord. You get multiple spiritual lessons. You get group energy healings on replay, and once a month, you get spiritual chats twice a month where you can come in and ask me questions. It's a fun place to be if you're trying to change your life. VIP Deborah says it's truly because we all interact together. We're at Lindsay. She's teaching us, and we work together. VIP Catherine says to VIP Mellow, you helped me solidify my frequency too. Thank you. You guys are so sweet to each other. Catherine and I had an amazing conversation yesterday too. She's amazing. Go on, my friends. Go on. So awesome. Gabby. Welcome to the chat. Gabby, I was just thinking about you the other day. How are you if you're still here? Oh my gosh. VIP Jamie says if you're craving connections, it's amazing. Gabby! How are you? Oh, I hope you're doing so amazing. I hope you're doing so amazing. And I hope life is so good. And I hope school is good and your man's is good. I hope it's all good. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. You're joining back again. What, Gabby? I can't wait. I can't wait to see you. Oh my gosh. I'm sure you have like tons. You're here to stay now. I feel like you probably have so many life updates. OMG, I can't wait. Okay, well, Gabby, things have changed. We're on Discord now, so we're way more interactive with each other throughout the day. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see you back in the club. Okay, and I feel like some of you, yes, 100%. Oh, so amazing. VIP Jewel says to VIP Erin, yes, she has. We talked last week. Helped me piece together a lot. Go on, you guys. Okay, let's keep going with Neville Goddard. We're not gonna finish today, you guys. I feel like maybe we'll just like end it and then we'll pick it up like later on in life. I don't know. I'm kind of over it. Are you guys over it? I'm getting over it. All right. He goes on to say, we should take our life not as it appears to be. We should take our life not as it appears to be. Oh, wow. Well, then how should we take it? But from the vision of this artist, from the vision of the world made perfect that is buried under all minds, buried and waiting for us to revise the day. He says you can revise the day to please yourself, and by experiencing in imagination the revised speech and actions, not only modify the trend of your life story, but turn all its discords into harmonies. The one who discovers the secret of revision cannot do otherwise than let himself be guided by love. Your effectiveness will increase with practice. Revision is the way by which right can find its appropriate might. Well, that's cute. So I think oftentimes we forget because we're human spiritual beings. What was that? I think we often forget that we are artists. Every single person. And you think, well, I'm not an artist. I don't paint. I don't draw. I don't write. No, yes, you are. You are creating your reality every single day. You are an artist. A very powerful one at that. You are. But if you forget that, then you're living in your external world. When all you have to do is start creating something new. And then we put all these pressures and ideas. Oh, it's going to be hard to create something new. Well, if you decide that, then yes. But if you were to say, what am I imagining right now for my life in the next year? Am I thinking the right thoughts around this imagination? Am I speaking it into existence? In other words, when I say it, I'm saying it in a way that I trust that it's on its way. I'm saying it in a way that I'm excited for it, that I'm also patient for it, that I have faith in it. Am I taking aligned actions toward it? You've got to do something with your life. You've got to take action. Let's not forget. Let's not forget. And do I feel like excited for it, right? Thoughts, speech, actions, feelings. So don't forget that we can imagine, but we've also got to the imagination basically propels us into action. So allow it to be what it is, right? VIP Jewel says another epiphany. It does feel a bit repetitive. Yeah, I know, right? But it's like on and on. But I think it's repetitive because he's really like, it's like subconscious programming, right? That's like how the repetition occurs. All right. VIP Catherine says to Jamie, oh, thank you. You are too. VIP Deborah says, another way of saying you can make your day the way you want it. Yep, exactly. VIP Catherine says, VIP Aaron, you're next. Busy this afternoon? Another Epiphany VIP Jewel says, this made me giggle. I always struggle a bit with Goddard. I haven't even finished any of his books. Yeah, and they're fast books. They're not that long. We're on page 43. To know the truth, you must live the truth, and to live the truth, your inner actions must match the actions of your fulfilled desire. Expectancy and desire must become one. Your outer world is only actualized inner movement. All right, we made it to chapter 5. He's talking about how now your inner speech is perpetually written all over around in your happenings. Learn to relate these happenings to your inner speech. You'll become self-taught. In other words, the more you speak something out into existence, you can very obviously see what you're speaking out into existence. Think about the repetitive conversations that you have. Stop for a second. Virginia, it is called Awakened Imagination by Neville Goddard. Awakened Imagination by Neville Goddard. Sanan, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. I hope you're saying your name right. VIP Deborah says, thank you, Lindsay. Since I don't read, I'm thankful you do for us. I'm missing out on a lot. I know. I don't think you are. I mean, I love it. I like it. I think it's fun. Good morning, Sandrine, I think is how you say your name. I hope I'm saying it right. But I think we have a lot of knowledge inside of us too, right? We can meditate on the wisdom, automatic write on the wisdom. Take a second, you guys, and close your eyes. We're going to get to manifesting in a second, but I want to do this really quickly. Take a second and let's close our eyes. Yes, you may ask a question if you'd like, but we're going to do this really quickly. And I'm not going to guarantee that I'll answer it. Okay, close your eyes. Maybe place your hands on your heart. Deep breath in through the nose, belly nice and full. Let it go. Think about the conversations you are having in your life, the consistent conversations. Maybe there's like, I have like my consistent conversation is around growing out Lindsay with love because my goal is to raise the frequency of the planet. So that is what I'm talking about with my partner almost all the time. That's like my one very consistent conversation. Now think about that conversation and think about the words you are saying. Are you complaining in that conversation? Are you saying low vibrational phrases? Are you happy in the conversation? Are you sad in the conversation? Are you in despair in the conversation? Are you pissed off in the conversation? Whatever that conversation is likely your external reality. So if you're realizing that there is a conversation that is happening over and over again, and your external reality is proving it, and you don't like your external reality, then I would suggest today that you change that conversation. Stop having it, stop saying it. If people ask you how your day is, it is great. You don't go into the sob story. It's it's good. Because it is up to you to change your inner world, to change your outer world. Nobody can do it for you. You have got to do it for you. Did that help anybody? Did you guys like get some aha moments right there around how you're creating your reality with a conversation you keep having? Cancel, delete, thanks, VIP Deborah says. Yes, Virginia says. Yes, Sandrine says. I hope I'm saying your name right, Sandrine. Is that right? All right. Allie's in the house. Allie, hi, how are you, my friend? Okay. Yes, you do. Okay, thank you. Thanks for confirming. All right, you guys. It's Thursday, and on Thursdays, we end the show at not 10-2, and the VIPs that are my subscriber onlys join me for a special manifesting and energetic wave session. So goodbye to my YouTubers. Have a great day. I will see you guys back here tomorrow morning, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're touching the show, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new. Goodbye, YouTubers.